Today on the Vintage Recolor channel, we will take a virtual trip back in time, where we will look at a selection of beautiful female portraits from the 1900s and add some color to retro photographs. Camille Clifford, 1885 to 1971, was an American actress of Belgian descent. She is best known as the most prominent model among the so-called Gibson girls. These women were characterized by their high hairstyles, long dresses, corsets, and a classic hourglass figure. Ada Overton Walker, 1880-1914. Ada Walker, known as the Queen of Cakewalk, a popular African-American dance from the late 19th and early 20th centuries, was a vaudeville actress, theater performer, singer, dancer, and choreographer. She performed alongside her husband, George Walker, the renowned African-American performer, Burt Williams, and various dance troupes. Ada also showcased her solo programs and choreographed for the shows of Bob Cole, Joe Jordan, as well as for productions by Rosamond Johnson and Samuel Dudley. Evelyn Nesbit, 1884 to 1967. At the start of the 20th century, her face and figure were everywhere, in advertisements, newspapers, magazines, souvenirs, calendars, and more. This was because she was not only an actress, but also a sought-after model. Her career began during her teenage years in Philadelphia and continued in New York, where she posed for prominent artists and photographers of the era. Among them was the aforementioned Charles Gibson, who, by depicting women of a specific type, and in particular attire, essentially created the first American standard of female beauty. Lily Elsie, 1886 to 1962. Miss Lily Elsie rose to fame at the premiere of The Merry Widow in London on June 8, 1907. Overnight, the entire city was at her feet. She was a true star of the Edwardian era, although that term was not yet used in such a context. Despite her fame and fortune, which came exclusively from public performances, Lily was painfully shy in her private life. After just a few years on stage, she retired to withdraw from the public eye. Gladys Cooper, 1888 to 1971. Lady Gladys Constance Cooper was an English actress with a career spanning over 70 years in theatre, film, and television. She began as a teenager on the stage of Edwardian musical comedy and secured her first serious dramatic roles even before the start of World War I. Later, she became the artistic director of the Playhouse Theatre in London, where she also performed in numerous productions, earning critical acclaim for her interpretations of Somerset Maugham's plays. Gladys regularly appeared in plays both in London and on Broadway, and was nominated for the Academy Award 3 times. Ethel Clayton, 1882-1966. Ethel Clayton was an American silent film actress. Her big-screen debut came in 1909 in the short film Justice. Alongside her film career, she also enjoyed a vibrant stage career. The pretty brunette Ethel resembled one of the Gibson girls, a standard of beauty for American women at the beginning of the 20th century, as popularized by illustrator Charles Gibson. Although she primarily performed in musicals, showcasing her remarkable singing talent, this skill went unused in silent cinema. Nonetheless, Ethel was a prolific actress, with her film roles numbering over 180. Billie Burke, 1884-1970, Mary William Ethelbert Appleton. Billie Burke was a renowned Broadway actress, silent film star, and Academy Award nominee in 1938. Her most famous role was Glinda the Good Witch of the North in the musical film The Wizard of Oz. From 1943 to 1946, she hosted her own comedy show on CBS Radio, showcasing her charm and wit beyond the silver screen. Geneviève Lantelme, 1882–1911. Geneviève Ginette Lantelme was a French theatre actress, socialite, fashion icon, and by some accounts, a courtesan. Her contemporaries regarded her as one of the most beautiful women of the Belle Époque. She is also remembered for the mysterious circumstances of her death. In 1911, Geneviève fell overboard from the yacht of her husband, Alfred Edwards. Ethel Barrymore, 1879–1959. Ethel Barrymore was an American actress of theatre and film, whose distinctive style, voice, and wit earned her the title of the First Lady of American Theatre. Ethel made her Broadway debut in 1901. In 1928, she opened her own theatre in New York City. She also performed in vaudeville, on radio and television, and appeared in several films. In 1944, Ethel starred alongside Cary Grant in the film None But the Lonely Heart. Annette Kellerman, 1886–1975. An Australian professional swimmer, vaudeville star, film actress, writer, and businesswoman. Annette was one of the first women to wear a one-piece swimsuit instead of the voluminous pantaloons that were customary at the time. Her swimwear became so popular that she launched her own fashion line. You can see how they looked in the gallery above. Today, they seem so innocent. But back then, Kellerman was even arrested for indecency when she appeared in such a swimsuit on the beach. In 1905, Annette became the first woman to swim across the English Channel. She also became the first person in the world to appear completely nude on screen in the film A Daughter of the Gods, 1916. Such a fascinating and controversial woman. But honestly, I think all the ladies in this collection deserve attention and a friendly like. Feel free to share in the comments which of these women you find the most inspiring. And don't forget to check your subscription to the channel so we can meet in your feed more often.